Okay, hello everyone. Today this is the second class on Google Sheets. So let's start. Actually, basically in this class, I will go for I will show you sort and filter. Then I will show you some other functions: if, nested if, text function, date function. So first of all, I will go for filtering, and I'll show you sorting. So let's open a Google Sheets. I can name it. Okay, we have a Google Sheet now. You can name it later. Okay, name it like. Okay, this is our first sheet. Rename it. For example, rename it like filter. So first of all, I have to take some data input for saving my time. I am just taking some of my data from here. So I am just copying this for saving my time. Like I am just put it here. So I have some names and scores here. I want to make it random. So I have some names and a score of some students like Jabin, Nanziba, Farhin, Dipa, Fahim, Irene, Rabia. Mr. like Farhin, if I have something else like Arhim, like I want to give a name like BB. Okay, now I have some names and scores. First of all, I will go for filter. So if you are asked to filter out some specific data, for example, I have some score here. From this score, all of the score of the student, just filter out the students who got 80 or more than 80 marks. How can I do it? Or if it is asked, just filter out the marks of Nanjiba or Arhin, or like just filter out the name who that starts with uh, R or F. For example, we can add another F actually, like Fabia. So we can just filter out the name that starts with F, or we can filter out the score who got only 80 or more than 80. So how can we do this? These types of things. These are called actually filtering. How can we do that? So first of all, select these two columns, name and score. Then click on the data. So there's an option, create a filter. Click on the create a filter. Whenever you will click on the create a filter, the data will be, these data will be uh, uh, ready for filtering actually. So I hope you can see there's a filter button here. Okay. Then by clicking on this filter button, we will go for filtering options. For example, if I click on the score here, score filter button, here I have lots of options. I'll go for a few of those. First of all, like filter by condition. I am requesting you try to explore as many as options as you can. I will just show a few of them. So try to explore more. So filter by condition. If you click on the filter by condition, here still now there is no condition. So click on the none. Like my target is now I will only get the score. Those are greater than 80, greater than or is equal 80. So let's lots of option. Text contains, text doesn't contain, text is exactly greater than or equal. So I got something related to my desired condition, greater than or equal to. So my condition is greater than or equal to. I have selected sort here, then click on the value 80. So I will filter out the data, those are greater than or equal to 80. Okay, that's how I have set the condition. Then click OK. Whenever you click OK, you'll find that you now only have the numbers those have scores 80 or greater than or equal to 80. So from the whole data set, we have just filtered out our required data. Now you can save this data, like you can save this filter data. How? Again, click on the data, click on the filter views, and save as filter view. Okay, click on the data, click on the filter view, save as filter view. So this specific data, who got 80 or more than 80, will be saved in another, like another views or another sheets, whatever you say, like name it score 80, for example, score 80. That means who got 80 or more than 80, press enter. If you cross this out, now you have the previous slide. So we have saved it in here, data filter view. Okay, now I will remove the filter from here. Like again, click on the data, click on the turn off filter. So you will get back the previous state of your data set, the normal state before the filtering. But I hope you but we already did some filtering, and we filtered out the data who has a score 80 or more than 80, and we have saved it. Where you can find it, if you click on the data, click on the filter view, and click on the score 80. I named it score 80. If you go there, you will get your desired data here. Okay, so that's how you can do filtering, and you can save it somewhere in your files here. So I will go for some other filtering. So it is saved there. Like what can I do? Okay, again select. Actually, if you say click any column and click on the data, the whole thing, whole table will be selected for the filtering. So now I have set filter on my data. Then click on the name, like filter by condition. Now I want to do something with name. Click on the none. There's lots of options you can explore this, like text starts with, for example. Give value. Now my condition is if my text or name starts with like F, only filter out those data. Then click on the OK. So I am saying that I have now data of only Fahima and Fabia because both of them starts with the F. So and in the same way you can save it, filter views, save as filter view, filter, like name it filter F. Okay, that's it. Now you have the previous version of you. Now you have this one. So if you remove the filter, click on the data. Actually, you can click here also. Click here. You can just click here, turn off filter. It will also work. So now we have the previous data set. So that's how, just try to explore more by yourself. Click here, click here. Try text contents with JBean or only S code that is 70 or more than 70. Try to explore this by yourself. That's how actually you can do the filtering on the text on the S code. Then I will go for sorting. I'm just copying this and keeping it here. It is something actually. I will sort here this name and score actually. So how can I go for sorting? Basically, there's some options automatically is given here. Sort range, it's not working now. It's not. I will show you some. How can you do the sorting? For example, if you select like a score here and sort sheet by column, this column A to Z or Z to A. A to Z means it will sort your data in ascending order. Z to A means it will sort your data in descending order. Like I have selected score. Now I want see I have just copied this data. This is my original data, and I have copied it here. Actually, I have kept it for some reason. I want to see that after sorting, is it am I losing my exact data? Like if I do like refi 75, the after sorting is refa always keeping 75 or it's changing to some other value 65, 91? Because I want to sort this score value. So let's see. That's why I have for cross-checking the data. I have kept this main data set here again. Click on the score. Click on the data. A to Z means ascending order, minimum to maximum. Z to A means descending order, maximum to minimum. Okay, basically, for example, I want to sort it in descending order, Z to A. Okay, it's actually working for this also. This score, it has the effect on both. I don't know. Should if I select this in this way, okay, just leave it. I kept it in another sheet. Okay. Against score, if I sort it in this way, Z to A, so it's sorting in descending order. Like now it's in sorting in descending order, depending on the value of a score, like 91, 89, 83, 75, 75, 70, 65. Let me check. Is it okay? Like Nanjiba is 91. Nanjiba is really 91. Yes. Then like Fabia 89, Fahima 83. Fabia 89, Fahima 83. Then like Arhin 70, Arhin sort and filter, Arhin 70, Jevin 65, Jevin 65. So it's okay. Actually, it's not changing my original value. So sometimes it happens that and after doing the sorting, it changes the value. So after cross checking that, I'm getting that no, it's not changing my original value. So it's fine, totally fine. So what did you do? Click on the score and we sorted in descending order. Also, you can sort it in ascending order, A to Z. Select it. So it will be sorted in ascending order. But here you can see there are some that there's something wrong here actually. Whenever you did the sorting part, name and score has come in the below part. Control Z. So what will you do? You can sort it in this way. Select the whole data here, whole data. Then click on the data. So whenever you select the whole data actually, okay, I will go it later. First of all, I want to show you, you can also sort it in text, like ascending or descending order, A to Z or Z to A. So what will happen? Data, click on like A to Z. So actually it's creating some problems here. So I am also getting name and a score here, and so it's not working properly. So for these types of things, but before that we worked properly on a score. So for this reason, what we will do, we will select the whole data here in this way, or actually you can select it in this way, name, score. Then click on the name, click on the score. So I have selected, so what did I do? I have selected this column, control this column, then click on the name, click on the score. That means ultimately I have selected all of the data in these two columns. Then click on the data, okay. Then here actually, if you click on the data, then if you sort it in this way, it's still not creating data. So that's what I told actually sometimes. So actually what can you do? Select all of the data here. Like click on the text, any text data and select all of the data here. Then whenever you will click on the data, you will get the option now sort range. So what will you do? You can range A to Z, Z to A. We are now sorting column E, column E. A to Z means in ascending order, Z to A means in descending order. So you want to sort the text based on text, column E, in ascending order. Now you can see that it's coming in ascending order. Arhin, PB, Fabia, Fahima. That means A, B, C, D in descending order, ascending order. Also select the whole data, click on the data, click on the sort range. Now instead of column A, I will go for column F. That means next one, score. Okay. Now sort it in like as a descending order. We will now sort the table based on the descending order of the score. That means maximum to minimum. Take it. Now it's working. So now it's working properly. So actually I tried so many ways. Sometimes I've got that it was creating some errors, creating some problems. But whenever I did this, I selected all of the data and it's working properly. But whenever I worked on the number here, a score, I tried to sort in ascending or descending order. Just select the score, click on the data. It worked properly. Sometimes it creates problems. So what will you do? Select all of the data and then click on the data, click on the sort range, go for this. Okay, that was actually our sorting part, sorting and filter. And now I will want to show you if and nested if and some text function. Like I want to create a new sheet here. Oh, I have created lots of sheet. It's creating some problem. Okay, I'll go for now this one. Like if nested if, I want to rename it. I like condition. So I want to just copy some data so that I can save some time. But before that, I want to show you some basic things in if and if and like I have some score here. Then the result, like score is 82, 92, 55, 57, like 75. Okay, I have some score and result. I have some score and result. Now my condition is if my score is greater than 60 or greater than or equal to 60, in the result column it will show pass, else it will show fail. That means if it is greater than or equal to 60, it will show pass, and if it is less than 60, that means like 55, 57, then it will show fail. That means in this cell it should show fail because here score is 55, 57, and if these are more than 60, this should show pass. How can I do this? Equal sign always starts with equal for writing the formula. If so, we have a function here. If you can select it from here, if this column before greater than or is equal to 60, or you can write in this way, greater than or is equal to 60. That means if your column is this value is greater than or equal to 60, comma, inside the double quotation write pass, then comma, inside the double quotation write fail. What does it mean? Close the bracket. That means if my value, this value is greater than or equal to 60, it will show pass, comma, fails means else fail. That means if it is not greater than 60, then it will show fail. Okay, click enter. So it's showing that pass in the first cell because 82 is greater than 60. So you don't need to, if you want to implement the same formula for all of the cells here, for the whole column, you don't need to necessarily write each time that formula. What you will do, because you will implement the same formula, just drag it. You are done with the first one, just drag it. It will automatically show or it will be implemented for the other columns. So this is pass, 92 is more than 60, 55 and 56 showing that fail, 75 is showing that pass because it is more than 60. So this is our if condition. Okay, so like here, so what is the condition? Is equal if this column this cell is greater than 60 or equal to greater than or equal to 60, it will show pass, else it will show fail. That means if it is not greater than or equal to 60, it will show fail. Now I will go for some nested if. Like again, I want to copy some data so that I can save some time. Okay, I have some students data. I want to again result, bold it. Okay, so that looks good. Like 40. Okay, again I have some students data here, like some students name. Here I want to do something like, if my score is like, I want to write the condition here. If my score is greater than or equal to 80, it will show distinction. This is my these are my condition, distinction. And the other condition is simple. It is greater than or is equal to 60. It will show what? Pass. Otherwise, it will show fail. Otherwise, it will show fail. That means if it is less than 60, it will show fail. So these are my condition. If my conditions are, if my score is, so I have added here another condition. I will add some distinction. That means they did some excellent result. If it is greater than or equal to 80, greater than or is equal to 80, then it will show distinction, and the others two are like my before. Greater than or equal to 60, it will show pass. Less than 60, it will show fail. How can I do this? So here we have more than two conditions. Here we have actually three conditions. How can we do it? Is equal to, if you can select it from here, then this cell, if it is greater than or is equal to 80, then comma, then what will you write? Distinction. Okay, if it is greater than or equal to 80, it is greater than or is equal 80, it will show distinction. Then I have two more conditions, and you have to write it in this way, comma, if, you can select it, comma, if, again this cell. So I have already done the first condition, then going for the second one. Second one, if it is greater than or is equal to 60, then comma, pass, comma, fail. So what I am doing here, my first condition is, if it is greater than, first of all, it will check, is it greater than 80? Then it will, if it is, then it will go for distinction. If this condition is not true, then it will go for the second condition. Is it greater than or equal to 60? If it is greater than 60, then it will go for pass. Otherwise, if these two conditions are false, if it is not greater than 80 or not greater than 60, it will show fail. So I have included two if here. So I should have two closing bracket here. One, two. One for this one. I hope you can see, if I click here, it is highlighting. And one for this one. So I have two if, that's a two closing bracket. So that is our formula actually. It's showing the pass for the first one. The Himali, this should show distinction. Also, this should show distinction. David should show fail, and Hadisa should show pass. If you drag it, you don't need to write it again and again. So automatically show that this is distinction, this is fail. Faija is distinction because more than 80. This is pass. So that's how we can go for multiple ifs. Okay, then I will show you some very basics and interesting. I will show you some very basics and interesting formula. Like, okay, I want to show you something else. Like, if we have, like, I have some quantities and some real life data set, mangoes, the quantity. So I have types subtotal. So what I will take the decision, I have some items. I will take the decision, can I buy it? Is it affordable by me or is it not affordable by me? How can I decide if my subtotal, after doing sub calculations, my final condition will be, if I think my subtotal is less than 10,000, then I think that, okay, I have money, I can buy it. That means, yes, is it affordable? It is affordable. If my subtotal is more than 10,000, I think that, okay, no, I don't have that much of money. It's not affordable by me. I will say no here. So I have some real life data and I will decide, can I buy this item? Can I buy this item? My condition is, if total value is less than 10,000, I will say yes, otherwise I will say no. Very simple. If else, like if it is greater than 60, it will show pass, else it will show fail, something like that. So here, is it affordable? How I will take the decision? I did by this condition. If this cell, it is less than 10,000, I will say yes, otherwise I will say no actually. Otherwise I will say sorry. Otherwise, I will say what? It's creating some. Otherwise, I will say no. So that is my formula. If it is greater than or is less than 10,000, I will say yes. Otherwise, I will say no. Okay. Almost right. So that's how by we can work on some real life data set. We can some implement. If else, take some decision. Now go for some interesting things. I will just show you a few of them. Name. So I have some names of the students. Like I will show you something like uppercase. How can I convert it to upper and lower case? Like I want to write it upper or lower. So I have some name here like Fatima Johra Jamina. So in text, sometimes you might need that you want to convert all of the text to uppercase, all of the text to lowercase. How can you do it? Just write equal upper. Let's say formula here, a function here, upper function. Just select this cell. Equal upper this. So it will convert actually all of the text to uppercase. Then just drag it. And for the lower, actually, there is very simple formula. If function is equal lower, you can select this. Otherwise, you can write just the lower. Then select this cell. It will convert this cell to lowercase. Small letter. See, the whole text has been converted to lowercase. Okay, that's how you can convert upper to lower, lower to upper. Actually, there are a few more options. Okay, I'll not go for it. Now I have to show you something else like date functions. We can work on some date functions. Like if you write, like I want to say that current time and date. Time and date. Okay. What is my, how can I do, take my current time and date? That's the function is equal now. If you write this is equal now, it will show your current date and time. So you can see that it's showing the my current 982020 date and year, then time is 8314. That means actually it extracting or collecting the information from my system, from my computer. From my computer, it's collecting that it's current date and time. So I have just used now function. And then what can I do? Like from this cell, I have some date and time. I can go for like some what date, like day. I can so month. Like from this, so I have some date and time here. If I write here day and select this cell inside the bracket, select this cell, close it. So from the 982020, here my day is actually 8. So from the whole time, it will extract the date 8. For the month, there is a function month. Again, month to select this. Select this. From this, month is 9. I hope you can do for hour and minute also. Like hour and minute. If you write, so I have some, so there's a function hour. You can select this. So from this, my hour is, it will extract hour from the whole data. It's showing that 8 is my hour. Yes, it's 8:04 now. And you can also go for minute. You can extract minute from the whole time. Minute is what? 4. It has become 5 now. Okay, I hope you can see it has become 5 now. So it's showing current day, month, hour, and minute. That's how actually these are some interesting things. We can work on this current date and time. We can work on some text data. Okay, actually that's all for today. Thank you.